88.57 the penetrometer reading, and they're getting set for the first over there in smoggy conditions out here at Sandown, with Primrose Penny the top pick. Favourite on track at around about the same price that the Tota's offering. Very unlucky at its last start. Field just about ready now over at the 1400. Rail out 15. The track is slow, and the starter hits the button to send them on their way in the first, and Thunderbird one of the first to appear. Mystic Melody getting back a little in the early stages. Suss is booting through along the inside to go to the lead in the early stages. Suss just in front of Treacherous going up on the outside, and also improving is Nullarbell to make a line of 3 now. Thunderbird sitting back a length away fourth. They're followed a half a length away just behind those by Mystic Lass and Hosier together. Then Lady Gemma, followed by Nicola Lass as Zilphy. Raven Beauty getting through on the inside. Back towards the end of the field as they came towards that turn as Mystic Melody, and Primrose Penny has just gone past it now to start its run with 800 left to go. And coming down the side, Treacherous led a half lengths to Nullarbell. Nicola Lass moving up on the outside third. Fourth over on the inside is Suss from Hosiery, one Thunderbird. Over on the outside is Primrose Penny, the favourite, improving out about 4 wide to the 600. Mystic Lass on the inside from as Zilphy when they came to the home turn. Lady Gemma a good way back, trailed by Raven Beauty and Mystic Melody. On the turn they race now, pretty tightly bunched, and into the straight they race with Treacherous being headed off now by Nullarbell. Nullarbell down near the inside takes the lead with Nicola Lass challenging immediately, and then Hosiery between them. Thunderbird is wider out, and then Primrose Penny and Mystic Melody the deepest runner. Nicola Lass getting to Nullarbell with Hosiery holding third with 200 metres to go. They're clear of Thunderbird. Primrose Penny not going on. Nicola Lass is the leader. Child goes for home, and Nicola Lass is holding Nullarbell, and Nicola Lass beats Nullarbell by half a length. Hosiery a length away third, and a gap to Primrose Penny, followed in by Thunderbird and Mystic Melody. Back behind those to finish in the race was As Zilphy, trailed by Mystic Lass, and behind her was Raven Beauty. Suss a good way back. Treacherous one of the last to go over the line, and Lady Gemma was last of all. Good victory for Nicola Lass. Number 2, ridden by Greg Childs, trained by Peter Hayes, has taken out the first on the program to pay about 480 and 180. 2 in the frame, Nicola Lass, Greg Childs first, continuing his rampage. Be out of the stalls quickly. Honey Child, the one that was a little slow to move. Old Will be running to the lead in the early stages now as they settle fully down. Threadneedle's about the middle of the pack, but Old Will be led current status by 2 lengths, a length and a half at addition, followed by Coronation Jubilee. Oompa Loompa pushing up on the inside in company there with Threadneedle, a big bunch of horses here. King's Load out very wide, and Timescale easing back a little. A length and a half then to Bush Lawyer outside Amazon Lad, 3 to Thong Siam, and Honey Child is last of all. Old Wilby's bowling along down the back at the 1,000 metre mark, and he leads by about 2 lengths here to current status. Oompa Loompa third on the inside. Eladition holding fourth out wide from Coronation Jubilee, and then a neck away to Threadneedle. One further back is King's Load, tracking deep with 800 metres to go, trailed by Timescale, Amazon Lad. 2 lengths to Bush Lawyer, who's a long way back from Thong Siam, and Honey Child on the rails. Coming down with 600 metres to go. Old Wilby more than 2 lengths to current status, ridden along second. Oompa Loompa third on the inside from Eladition. 2 lengths further back, Amazon Lad. Threadneedle on the outside is next, and he is under a bit of pressure here, followed by Coronation Jubilee, and next is Timescale, and Old Wilby corners now into the straight down to the 400. Old Wilby out in the middle of the course, about 2 lengths clear from Amazon Lad. Honey Child making ground on the inside. Threadneedle has come out wide, and current status is on the outside rail at the 200. Old Wilby starting to stop a bit. Amazon Lad trying to reach it. Thong Siam from last through on the inside. Current status out wide. Amazon Lad racing up now. Bush Lawyer and Thong Siam are coming. It's Amazon Lad in front of Old Wilby. Bush Lawyer and Thong Siam, but Amazon Lad wins it by about a long head to either Bush Lawyer or Thong Siam. Old Wilby ran a good race. I think he might have just missed a place. Followed by Current Status. Threadneedle couldn't go on. Honey Child over on the inside, and then King's Load. A long break to Oompa Loompa. Eladition. Timescale never came into it today, and Coronation Jubilee was last of all. Stand by for numbers in the second. Amazon Lad, number 6, ridden by Barry White in the time of 1:39.8, has taken it out. It's 6 and a photo official. Amazon Lad, Barry White winning the second of the day. Now, that's Old Wilby in front, but he just got swamped in the last 100 metres. Amazon Lad in the white sleeves and cap on the outside, and for the minor end of the prize, Bush Lawyer through on the inside with Thong Siam. Bush Lawyer's got second official, and number 9 third, Thong Siam. It's 6, 3 and 9 official. Amazon Lad first, Bush Lawyer second, And Thong Siam, who's come from near last to grab third over on the inside, with Old Wilby between those horses, about 3/4 to a half length away, missing out on a place. 6, 3 and 9 and the time of 1:39.8. There are the totes, 7:70 and 2:74. Amazon Lad, trained by Chris Parry down at Cranbourne. The winner at Bendigo 2 starts ago, and then was wide all the way at its last start at Sandown and did well in the race won by Timescale, who was a failure today. $1.90 for Bush Lawyer. He relishes the wet ground. And Thong Siam, the filly, paying $6.20 for the place. So 6, 3 and 9. There's the official photo showing Amazon Lad winning. He's a big lump of a 3-year-old by Canny Lad, and don't many of those just handle the rain-affected ground when we get it, which we have here at Sandown today, a slow-rated track. And this Canny Lad from Woodland Hind, 3-year-old, has taken out the prize. He's now won 2 of the last 3 and been placed in the other, so he's really striking his best form. So there it is on the second. Numbers are 6, 3 and 9. Back with the third at 1:17, with the late scratching is 3, Welcome Aboard. And the rider for number 7, Nefertari, there. In the race coming up was a change, is now Aaron's. But now Petite Falou taking the outside barrier. She's the last one locked away, so they're set for action. Ready to break 1,000 metres. Favourite drawn near the outside. All set. Away they go. Raffination jumped just reasonably today. Ramelpa, one of the first to break the line. Away fast as Maggie's Retreat in the early part. Royal Agenda hunting up just behind them. Raffination now gathering her legs. Petite Falou is away fast as they settle down now. It's Petite Falou out wide and Raffination settling in front of Nefertari up to third. Opaque isn't far away. Ramelpa out wider. They're followed by Maggie's Retreat, Perfect Dark Deep, and they're followed by Bella Rule, Royal Agenda. And last of all is Glitterina coming up towards the turn. Petite Falou on the outside and Raffination just inside her lead into the straight over Ramelpa. Over on the inside, Nefertari saved a bit of ground close to the inside, and they're followed by Maggie's Retreat, and further back in the field Bella Rule and Perfect Arc is the very widest runner. Petite Falou on the outside and Raffination are locked together clear of Ramelpa and Nefertari. Petite Falou's going home a shade the better. Ramelpa, and now Bella Rule in turn out wide. Petite Falou is green, she's ducking about. Ramelpa's coming at her. Petite Falou and Ramelpa, they go to the line. Maybe Petite Falou from Ramelpa. There's very little in it though, and Bella Rule on the outside is third, and they were clear of Royal Agenda, Nefertari, and they're followed by Raffination, who couldn't go on today. Maggie's Retreat, Perfect Arc. Back behind them to finish in the race was Opaque and Glitterina towards the end of the field. It's a photo here in the third of the day. Petite Falou on the inside and Ramelpa on the outside. Number 4's got it, Petite Falou. Petite Falou has got it, number 4, but she wanted to duck in and throw it away, but she's just held on to win. Ramelpa, number 8, second. Michael Carson, margin about a half head for it. And third, Bella Rule, number 11. 4, 8 and 11. Have a look at this. She's shied in away from the whip, and there's tightened up Raffination hopelessly there. Not that she was going well enough to win, but she has rolled right away from the middle of the track down closer to the inside, which I don't think is the place to be today. Ramelpa's made a big dive at her, but she stuck the head out and just got home, Petite Falou. At the weight, she really had a chance with the claim for Mark Goring. She had a 4.5 kilo swing on Raffination. Give her a little dust up with about 100 metres to go. And just about threw it away, but she's scraped home to record just her second victory, and that is in fact her first in town. A Werribee winner in October of last year before this. Petite Falou is by snippets from No Hiccup, as raced by Ron and Dorothy Cook. Ron was past president of the Hawthorn Football Club, and thus these gold and brown colours. Trained by Lee Hope at Kilmore, and Petite Falou ridden by apprentice Mark Goring. He's had just a couple of winners in the metropolitan area before. He's a promising young lad. Number 8, second. Ramelpa, Michael Carson. This got out to big odds on course first up, around about 25 to 1, and Bella Rule has run third, 4, 8 and 11. The winner starting around third favourite, but the first and second picks, Raffination and Perfect Arc, pretty disappointing. 7.10 and $1.60 for Petite Falou, 7.10 and $1.60, 5.40 Ramelpa, and $10.50 to place dividend for Bella Rule. 4, 8 and 11 the numbers on the third. In the race coming up, take out 3, 14 and 16, 3, 14 and 16. Greg Childs to ride 4, Gold Gun. Marie Payne on 15, Mary Ladd. And it's blinkers again for number 8, News Force.
4, 8 and 11 there on race number 3, Sandown. Thank you very much to Greg Miles there, with Petit Falou winning for a...
News Force is ready for Aaron's Pateri. Field slowly filling the gates. Lucky Rule coming up. Gold Gun drawn towards the outside. Mary Ladder's outside, it goes fast. Master Nicholas to come along. Heroic Lover's taken the outside barrier. So Master Nicholas to move in. Coming up now in the red and green colours. Master Nicholas going into the stalls. And that completes it with the exception of Just Love, which was a grey they were trying to work on before when he was riderless and blinkered. And he's still riderless, but the hood has come off him now. Just not too sure what the hold-up is with this horse, but the starter is on the telephone. This may be coming out of the race because of his unruly barrier manners. We'll just wait on the announcement. He's a pretty big odds in the race. Starter Mr. McCarroll on the telephone here. This may be in doubt of starting Just Love. Rider's been legged back aboard Luke Curry. And the other runners have been locked away. Yes, it's coming out all right. Stand by for the official announcement. But Just Love was proving impossible to load. And the siren has sounded. One would imagine that it's come out at 1:55. Just Love, a late scratching at 1:55. So bookmakers, please rule a line. We'll have a betting announcement to follow the running of the race. Just Love, the late scratching. And the field is now ready to break. An attendant in with Gold Gun, who jumped away pretty well over near the outside. He's bounded out with Lucky Rule, showing pace over there in company with Heroic Lover, who's gone out fast on the outside, and booting up as Listerfield Luck down along the rail when they settle down now. And it's a Gold Gun in front. Moving up is now Black Festival in the centre. Black Festival running to the lead over Gold Gun, and down on the inside Listerfield Luck. Lucky Rule out wider, followed by Heroic Lover. In behind them, Master Nicholas, Captain Cortez, News Force out wider, followed then as they sweep the corner by Red Mariner. A good way back is Mary Lad and True Step, and one of the last is Tycoon Magic into the straight, and Listerfield Luck through near the inside, the leader. After it now on the outside is Black Festival coming home well, and then Gold Gun, and back behind those Lucky Rule and Captain Cortez has made up ground, but Black Festival is nicely clear. Black Festival out by more than 2 lengths now to Red Mariner, finishing fairly, and News Force from a long way back, but Black Festival's going to walk it in, and Black Festival beats Red Mariner, eased up by a length and a half. News Force is third, then Lucky Rule, and back behind those to finish in the race, Captain Cortez. Gold Gun couldn't finish off the race. Tycoon Magic got up through along the inside, finishing fairly well, followed by True Step. Listerfield Luck weakened badly in the run home. Heroic Lover next, Master Nicholas towards the end, and Mary Lad was last of all. Well, that was just eased up on the post to win it very, very easily. Number 11, Black Festival, ridden by Ernie Marchant. Black Festival, Ernie Marchant, was a little bit of late money for it on course. A Berrigan winner at the last start by 5.5 lengths, and we can see why. Number 10 second, Red Mariner, making up ground, and number 8 third, News Force, also running on well to make it 11, 10 and 8, and they've run 58.7. Have a look at this big long striding fellow. Ease up on the post. Ernie Marchant making sure there's a little bit of petrol left in the tank for next time. Big fellow, and haven't seen him before, but he won a Class 4 at Berrigan at his most recent start, at his second run in from Spell. He won there in easy fashion, obviously, by 5.5 lengths. And before this, he hadn't performed with success on rain-affected ground, but he's done so today very, very easily. Number 11, Black Festival, is by Black Kite from Chinese Festival, is trained at Corowa by Graham Pateman and was ridden by Ernie Marchant. Red Mariner ran on well, and third place went to News Force, who also made up good ground in the run home. But the favourite Gold Gun after...
Don't miss the Myer Most Elegant Hat competition or the opportunity to meet the 10 News personalities. Complimentary race day tickets are available from the information desk, level Q, the Myer Centre. The QBBS Glen Logan Park Race Day at Doomben this Saturday.
About 3 to 1 for horse 4. Now there's Pyramid Boy at $10. Let's take it to Greg For race 5 at Sandown, here's Greg Miles for the race over 1400, the Sometime Welter Handicap.
Right, Nick getting set for the 5th event of the day, and the clear favourite on course is Tosca King, number 8. He's been heavily supported. Greg Child's looking for a double, and he's going to run the popular one, Tosca King, ahead of Kylat Cuda and Rio Del Mar. Now the field locked away. All set for the 5th. Gates are back, and Zilzal, the one that missed it about 2 lengths or so. Ripon Jugar bounced out of the stalls, and Tosca King was away quickly up in the leading pack early. Kylat Cuda is up there as well, followed by Pyramid Boy working up on the outside now, and then Winelta Law and Bonbo. Settling fully though, Ripon Jugar 2 lengths in front. Pyramid Boy is second, a length away to Kylat Cuda, ahead Tosca King. Winelta Law is next over on the outside, 2 lengths to Bonbo, about 3 lengths Lambada Boy, Bisca Go-Go. Over on the outside next Fancy Bird from Zilzal, 26 bricks, and Rio Del Mar is 3 deep and last of all at the turn at the 800. And the leader is Ripon Jugar, a length and a half. Pyramid Boy ahead, Kylat Cuda. 1 Winelta Law, who's now 4th. 5th on the inside, Tosca King, 1 to Bonbo. 2 Lambada Boy, Bisca Go-Go. A length and a half further back in the field, Fancy Bird around the outside of Rio Del Mar and 26 bricks. And Zilzal is last of all when they came to the turn. Ripon Jugar is going to swing the field around the bend in front of Pyramid Boy. Kylat Cuda on the inside. Tosca King behind them, Winelta Law out wider with Bonbo when they corner. They were clear then of Rio Del Mar under pressure, and Lambada Boy to the outside. 300 to go, and Kylat Cuda shot through near the inside and race clear into second placing Tosca King, but he's under a lot of pressure, not going well enough at the moment. Down the outside is Bonbo with Winelta Law and Lambada Boy. It's Kylat Cuda nicely clear though. Bonbo is starting to pick him up, but Kylat Cuda's clear with about 50 to go, and Kylat Cuda's going on to win easily on the post over Bonbo second, Lambada Boy third. They're followed in by Bisca Go-Go, and next Tosca King. Behind him Winelta Law, Rio Del Mar, and then came Ripon Jugar. Behind these was 26 bricks, followed by Fancy Bird. A break then to Zilzal, and Pyramid Boy dropped out to finish last of all. Kylat Cuda, ridden by Eddie Cassar, has taken out the 5th event of the day in the time of 1:26.7. And he's won it very easily. Number 9, Kylat Cuda, Eddie Cassar, trained by Ray Lawson. Sat right on the pace and has been too good. Second, number 10, Bonbo, coming right down the outside rail. And third, number 6, Lambada Boy, ridden by Danny Brereton. So numbers are 9, 10 and 6. 9, 10 and 6 on race number 5. And he was eased up for a comfortable win. Kylat Cuda, Eddie Cassar and Ray Lawson combining, and it breaks quite a long drought for old Kylat. He hasn't been winning out of turn in recent starts. His most recent victory coming in June of last year. But he'd been there and thereabouts in recent runs, leading up and getting run down. He'd been able to just sit off a pretty fast pace early today, and it probably helped him because he'd been able to relax and then sprint right away in the early part of the straight, and they weren't able to get near him. He's always been a good horse here at Sandown. He's had 12 starts at the track now for 3 wins and 3 placings. And that is 4th run back in from a spell, Cherry Ripe. And he's won the race pretty comfortably. Bonbo running on for second, number 10. Chippy's Daughter loves it wet. And she has Eddie Cassar on board looking for a double. And the other one in the market, Sazendi's been threatening to win one of these at the last couple of starts. This preparation, they've both been very good. Here's Chippy's Daughter coming up into the line now. And Australis Bazaar and Our Melissa's Girl will be the last 2 to move in over at the 1600 metres. Previous on the card, numbers were 9, 10 and 6 victory for Kylat Cuda in the Sometime Welter. Pardon me, now they're nearly ready. There's Australis Bazaar going in, and now Melissa's Girl comes along and they're set to go. In fact, the starter hits the button to send them on their way. Like Lady, Chippy's Daughter away quickly. Sazendi jumped out fast in the early stages. And as they settle down, Wisteria Walk pushing up along the inside rail. And Wisteria Walk's going to go to the lead over Chippy's Daughter, Like Lady, Sazendi and Australis Bazaar on the outside. Pushing up on the fence then Balustrade, followed by Skidoo, and with her then is Ruby Dancer. 2 lengths to Nuska and Tatrice. And Our Melissa's Girl is a length and a half away last of all, heading to the 1,000 metres. And Wisteria Walk the leader. 3/4 on Chippy's Daughter, not going all that hard. A length away Balustrade on the inside in 3rd placing. Then Like Lady and next Sazendi, about a length and a half or 2 Skidoo from Ruby Dancer and Australis Bazaar up 3 wide. Tunanuska on the inside of Tatrice, and Our Melissa's Girl 2 lengths away last of all. At the turn at the 800, And Wisteria Walk by half a length to Chippy's Daughter, and a length and a half away Balustrade on the inside of Like Relady. Suzendi going up between those two, and then 2 lengths of Stratus Bazaar on the outside of Skidoo. Couple Nanuska through on the inside of Ruby Dancer and Tatrice, and now Melissa's Girl last of all. Cass has taken Chippy's Daughter to the lead, coming around the home turn under a tight rein. A neck Wisteria Walk, 2 Balustrade under pressure, and then Suzendi, who's ridden along to try and make some ground, and then Skidoo to the outside, followed by Like Relady and Tatrice out wider. Chippy's Daughter leads in the straight below the 400 from Wisteria Walk, who's fighting back pretty well on the inside. Skidoo starting to come home well with Suzendi and Balustrade battling along. Chippy's Daughter down to the 200, drew a length now on Wisteria Walk, who is gone. Skidoo running on fairly, Suzendi won't go on. Chippy's Daughter is the leader though. Chippy's Daughter in front, here's Skidoo and Tatrice out very wide. Chippy's Daughter kept going though near the line, and Chippy's Daughter wins it by 2 lengths, eased up over Skidoo. Balustrade held on to third on the inside. Our Melissa's Girl was a rattling run down the outside of Tatrice, and they're followed by Wisteria Walk. Behind them was Ruby Dancer Suzendi, very disappointing in the run home, followed by Like Related towards the end with Nanuska and Ostratus Bazaar. Chippy's Daughter gives Eddie Casa a double, and the Lawson family will be celebrating happily tonight. Father Ray and son Dean collecting successive victories. Ray taking out the 5th with Colette Cuter. Chippy's Daughter the winner, ridden by Eddie Casa. Number 7 second, Skidoo, ridden by Vlad Dirick. And at number 9 third, Balustrade, ridden by Aaron Spiteri, to make it 3, 7 and 9 official on race number 6, and they've run 140.9. Didn't go at all hard early, 140.9. Fourth in it was number 12. Wisteria Walk, who battled on well, and Tatrice on the outside has run 5th. Just behind those was Our Melissa's Girl, which was coming from last for a good, strong finishing effort. And but a good win all the same to Chippy's Daughter. I thought halfway along the back straight, they're not going hard here, and you wouldn't want to be further back than the first 4 or 5. And Chippy's Daughter was travelling beautifully in second place. Travelling so well that Casa thought, well, I'll just let her slide up and take the lead before the home turn and get away on Suzendi. And she was a very, very big disappointment, Suzendi. Chippy's Daughter, a most deserved win. Hunter has come in for some support. In a race where we're talking about 5s the field, however, it's a very, very open affair coming up. Tomahawk Tom's well in the market too, and he's showing good value on Super Tab at least. Now, Tomahawk Tom is ready. Time Chase has gone into line. Red Rascal stood in well in company with Warrior Chief. We're nearly ready to go. Prince Mared coming up into the line, and Our Imposing will be the last of them. Our Imposing to the outside barrier, 2,194 metres for race number 7. All set. And attendant with Better Video, who's not standing well. He got away reasonably down on the inside. Buck Henry away fast. And also in the early stages of the race, Tomahawk Tom has begun quickly with Nick Matt over near the outside, spearing across towards the leading horses. But Buck Henry in front today, and he leads Nick Matt by the post with a lap to go. Tomahawk Tom is a length and a half away third, and they're followed by Sir Donald settling down fourth, and then Time Chase. They're followed by Crafty Hunter outside Benevideo, who's a little handier than normal. Back behind those horses then is Warrior Chief over on the inside. Red Rascal swinging wide out of the straight from Prince Marad, Our Imposing, Namir and Cape Dance 2 lengths last. Into the back below the 1,600 metres, and Buck Henry bowling clear. He's opened up about 6 lengths now on Nick Matt second. About 3 lengths away is Tomahawk Tom. In on the rail, Sir Donald in fourth, placing 2 lengths to Time Chase, 1.5 to Benevideo, half to Crafty Hunter and Red Rascal 3 wide, 1.5 behind them Warrior Chief, 1 to Prince Marad, Our Imposing, Namir and Cape Dance last of all when they went down the back and heading towards the 1,000 metre mark. And Buck Henry the leader, and at the going past the 1,200 metres, Buck Henry out about 3 to 4 lengths on Nick Matt. Then Tomahawk Tom and Crafty Hunter moving up on the outside. Sir Donald on the rail. A length and a half further back is Time Chase. Red Rascal the outside, and Benevideo on the fence. 1 to Warrior Chief, 1 to Our Imposing, 1 to Prince Marad, 3 lengths to Mir and 2 lengths to Cape Dance. Buck Henry in stop-start tactics starts to string them out again down the back, and heading to the turn at the 800 metres. Buck Henry by 2 lengths, Tomahawk Tom. Nick Matt is a half length away on the inside, 3 lengths to Crafty Hunter, and they're followed by Sir Donald. Red Rascal around Time Chase, 2 lengths to Warrior Chief. Benevideo couldn't go with them when they sprinted. He's losing ground on the inside. Our Imposing is starting a run, and they're followed by Namir, Prince Marad and Cape Dance is last when they swept to the corner. Buck Henry's going to come around the bend in front of Nick Matt. Tomahawk Tom, Crafty Hunter in the yellow colours is the widest runner. And Sir Donald sticks to the inside when they corner. Time Chase getting through the pack. Benevidio saved a bit of ground again down on the inside rail. But Buck Henry is away again. And down to the 200. He's about 3 to 4 lengths in front now from Sir Donald. Nick Matt, Our Imposing is coming down the outside. But Buck Henry, this has been a clever ride. Stop, start, and away you go in the straight. And Buck Henry's going to walk this in. In the run of the post, Buck Henry canters down to the line to beat Benevidio easily. Sir Donald is third. Then came Our Imposing, followed by Time Chase, who made up a bit of ground, and then Nick Matt, Prince Mahared, Cape Dance, Namir, followed by Warrior Chief. Behind these was Crafty Hunter and Red Rascal, with a bad last Tomahawk Tom. And all the way victory for Buck Henry, and well ridden by Eddie Wilkinson out in front. Number 1, Buck Henry taking out the even Stevens handicap in the time of 2:23.2. Number 1, Buck Henry, Eddie Wilkinson first, trained by John Maher. Number 2, second, Benevidio, ridden by Peter Mertens. And 12 was third. So the field nearly ready for the last event. Just So Pretty will be the last to move up. Cranbourne tomorrow. The track is rated dead and the rail in the true place. Here's Just So Pretty completing the lineup now, and they're all set. Starter on the platform, 1200 the journey here, and away they go in the last. Regal Show ridden out of the stalls, Priority Paid racing to the lead easily over it though. Bung Lung was away quickly in the early stages, and Darnu is up there as well as they settle down now, and back behind them Law of Logic about the middle of the field. But the leader Priority Paid, Darnu, moved up into second placing, running towards the turn at the 800 metres. Bung Lung is just behind them over on the inside when they make that bend, with Pro Pearl going up on the outside. Then Law of Logic, Just So Pretty working around the outside from Regal Show, 1 to Christina, followed by Militant Miss, Dance of Gold, Greendale Lass, and Blue Thunder Lady is last of all, coming up towards the home turn. 600 metres to go now, and Priority Paid's going to come round the turn in front of Pro Pearl, out wider, and Darnu the centre ridden along. Bung Lung just in behind them from Law of Logic, and then Just So Pretty out wide, and they're followed by Christina when they corner now. And here it's Priority Paid out in the middle of the leader below the 400, and Priority Paid in front of Pro Pearl the outside, and Bung Lung. Christina's made up ground on the inside of those, and they were clear of Just So Pretty and Law of Logic, but Priority Paid has booted clear by a length here to Pro Pearl, trying hard, followed by Bung Lung, but Priority Paid kept going. Pro Pearl trying hard on the outside. Priority Paid is clear though, and Priority Paid wins the last over Pro Pearl. Photo for third, either Bung Lung or Christina. Clear then of Just So Pretty, Greendale Lass and Dance of Gold. A long break in the field at the head of the others to Law of Logic, Blue Thunder Lady are new, and they were trailed further back by Regal Show and Militant Miss back last of all. Handy victory here in the last for number 10, Priority Paid, ridden by Luke Curry, led all the way in beating number 7, Pro Pearl, second. And a photo for third place. We've got 10, 7 and a photo in the last between Bung Lung and Christina, and number 5's got third, Bung Lung. So it's 10, 7 and 5. 10, 7 and 5. Fourth home was number 3, Christina, and fifth was number 8, Just So Pretty. 10, 7, 5 in the last, and they ran 1:13.8. Good display of sustained pace, and a handy ride by Luke Curry. When he was being tackled left, right and centre around the home turn, he sat quietly until she was well balanced, and then sent her away in the straight. Pro Pearl tried hard but couldn't pick her up, and Bung Lung held third just ahead of Christina. So 10, 7 and 5, Priority Paid. Has had only the 4 starts for 2 wins and a second now, so it's a pretty smart win in the last. 10, 7 and 5 it is. Wish John Russell a very speedy recovery from that sore throat that he's got, and I hope he's back with you very shortly. In the meantime, it's been a pleasure to have brought Sandown to you. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Greg. Good to see you again, or good to hear from you anyway. 10, 7 and 5, Priority Paid, Pro Pearl and Bung Lung in the last, as Luke Curry brings back the winner. Race 7 at Horsham. Jonathan, Spot Alto and Banjo Man were placed, and it's right to pay. The Quinella was $2.80, the trifecta $50.10. Meantime, Murray Bridge dividends, Binoculars, Our Jazz and Summer Lord, Quinella $62.80, and if you're looking at the trifecta on 13, 15 and 1, paid $716 for race 7 at Murray Bridge. Okay, now at Rose Hill, Race 9, Bozeman, is showing at, what odds Bozeman today? Let's have a look at it. I'll just have a quick look at Bozeman there at 5 minutes before start time. Now 4 at $7. Avian Way at $8.20. Idaho's Choice, $4.80. Jazz Pritzia, $8.50 here in Sydney. $4.20 for Zeus Millions. Dionysus at $7.20. This horse has been scratched a couple of times and might be one to watch, number 10. Last seen at Tamworth. 33 Rampoldi. Lineage at 14, Dynamic S 42 and Key Issue at 25 for race 9 at Rosehill Gardens. Tough race to finish off with. Bozeman will run well, you know that. It will come from gate number 15. Might be pretty hard to beat though. Dionysus, which has been waiting for this run for quite some time, has been scratched on a few occasions and is in there today, which might be something for you to follow because it's got good form, Dionysus. Jay Whitney to ride. We'll take a break and be back with Johnny Tapp's call of that final race in Sydney after this.
Want to bet?